There was this great businessman. He was seeking the help of an inspirational speaker, inspirational person to actually work with his son because he had a lot of money. He had built up vast fortunes by working hard, serving and building up an empire. And his son was in college and basically not interested at all. And he was trying to get him to understand wealth and start saving and building up things, but he was absolutely not interested at all. So he went to this inspirational speaker, Dr. John DeMartini, to ask him to help him. So Dr. DeMartini actually went to speak to the guy at university, and he quickly found out that his values were actually in a completely different place to the father. That's why he wasn't interested in doing all the things that the father wanted him to do. So he was into his values were pretty much girls and partying and all of that. So he would wake up late in the morning, maybe about 11, 12, and go to a few lectures, and then in the evening, he would be very much prepared. He would organize himself, with great organization and great planning and great excitement and enthusiasm, going out. So he would prepare himself and he would go out, pick up girls, and they'll go clubbing and come home at about 3, 4 in the morning, and that used to keep him really motivated because his values were that into girls. So he took great pride and excitement in doing those things because they were coming natural to him. He didn't need any motivation to do those things. So in order to actually get him to shift his values, so Dr. DeMartini worked with him on two things, and these are the 2 points I wanted to share with you, which can actually help you to change your values if you want to shift your values. The first is that you need to find out at least 200 general reasons why it is important to actually raise your value, to actually look at building worth is important. How will it serve you? So when he sat down with him, he asked him a number of questions, like, these girls that you're working with, do you think that they would like to go out with someone who is smart and rich, or someone who is poor and not smart at all? He began to think that, of course, girls would love to go with someone who is rich and and smart as well. So he started to think of 200 reasons of why building worth will actually help him. All the things that he can do, the causes that he can support, and the assets and the things that he can build, people that he can help, and even the girls and the women that he can get as well. So general reasons, 200 general reasons that he could think of why building worth could actually help him by building it himself. Because in his mind, because his parents and his family were rich, he just assumed that he would inherit the money, so he didn't have to work for it and all of that. So to raise his value, to understand that building wealth was quite a valuable thing to actually start studying and doing. He started thinking of those great benefits of why building wealth, and the more benefits that he actually thought of and wrote down, the more he was building that into his subconscious, so that the subconscious will bring that out in terms of him identifying opportunities and having the discipline to save up and do those things that scientifically or in any probability will actually achieve those outcomes of actually building wealth. So that was the first thing. The second was to identify specific examples why building what he was doing actually, or building wealth, would be linked in helping him achieve the values that he was doing now. So the link was that if he can build wealth, he can now get to speak to those women and ladies who are actually fascinated. It will help him get money and have money that he can actually help him to go out with the women. He can pay for things, and also they can become fascinated with him. So there is a direct link between actually him building wealth to supporting the values that were actually quite dear to him now. So there's that big link. So you find out 200 specific reasons why building wealth is linked to his current values. So once he starts to establish that link, then he actually gets to understand that actually building wealth is very beneficial. So now everything is linked to his values. He knows of the great benefits of building wealth, and also he can specifically link those as to how they will actually help him or serve him to achieve his existing values that he cared dear for. So when he started that, then he started dedicating his time to studying and getting mentors and listening to his father, saving some of the pocket money that he was leaving until he started building assets of his own. So this is a great example to show that where people are not seeing the value, because everyone's values are unique. People will do automatically things that they hold are quite high on their value hierarchy. So for him, or for anyone looking to actually move any particular thing higher up the value chain, you need to look at the benefits of doing that particular thing, just the general benefits. And then second, find the specific reasons why doing those things will actually serve you in the values that you are currently holding dear. So those are two key strategies that you can deploy in order to move something high up your values, and also link it to what you're doing now, so that you can actually get the motivation to automatically get to do those things without needing that motivation or extra effort, or to be actually pushed to do those kind of things. So that is a great example of looking at how you can actually get to and deploy these two strategies to actually lift upwards something that you would like to do high up the values, and then link it to what you're doing now. So I hope you go out there, experience, learn, and grow. And if building wealth is one of the values that you would like to put up, think of all those great benefits of what building wealth will bring to you, in general, but also specifically link them to, how they can help you solve and achieve the things that you're actually doing now. So, for example, if you're someone who likes to do charity work, for example, building wealth can actually give you someone and some funds that you can use for those courses. If you're someone who likes traveling, building wealth, you can link it to actually giving you that money so that you can travel to a lot more countries. So you can start, as long as you can link the building of the wealth or anything to your values or the things that are important to you right now, and you see those links, then you can get that motivation. Then you can be inspired to go out there and take those steps. But until you can see those links, you're not going to actually develop and do these things automatically, because your values are different, and you will naturally do the things that are highest on your values without needing motivation, or without being pushed to do that, without forgetting or without procrastinating. So hope you go out there, experience, learn, and grow. And until next time, cheerio.